Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. I've got to be honest with you today. I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated today because the Rodri deal is dragging on and the way we're going about it is starting to wind me up. So let me explain. Here's where we are. Barça wants Rodri. Rodri wants Barça. He's turned his back on Real Madrid just to come to us, which is brilliant. That part is already done. The player wants it. But the deal is a mess, guys, because Man City now have rejected our second bid. First, we went in with 46 million, then rejected. Too low, said City. Fine. So then we went back with the second offer, around 60 million with add-ons, taking it to 70 million. And guess what? Rejected again. City want 80 million. And they are not moving. And here's my frustration, guys. Why are we doing this? Why are we sending in these low bids when we already know that City are going to say no? City are one of the richest clubs on the planet. They don't need the money. They're not desperate. So going in with 40, then 60, when they've told us they want 80, all that does is waste time. It drags everything out. It makes us look like we're not serious. Just get the numbers and walk away. That back and forth is so embarrassing. It's not our level. But then, here's the other side of it. I actually understand why Barça don't want to pay 80 million. And this is the part that really does it in my head for me. Because Rodri has only 1 year left on his contract. 1 year only. That means next summer he can leave City for free. Free. Nothing. So why on earth will we pay 80 million now for a player we could get for nothing in 12 months? That doesn't make sense either. Paying big money for a player in his last year on his deal. That's bad business. So I'm stuck, guys. I'm caught in the middle. On one hand, stopping sending silly low bids that got rejected. On the other hand, don't overpay 80 million for a player who's nearly free next year. And in between all of that, Deco is just letting this drag. And that's what frustrates me about Deco. There is no clear plan. It's clearly a mess and it's very slow. It's the same thing we see every single window with this club. Now let me tell you why this matters so much. Why I actually care this deeply about Rodri. Because without him, guys, I'm worried about this midfield. Frenkie de Jong is always injured. We can't rely on him. And the truth is, this team needs a controller, a brain, someone who sits in front of that defense and just runs the game. And Rodri is the best in the world at exactly that. He's a World Cup winner. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. Before his injury, he went over a year without losing a game that he finished in. That's how much of a control he gives you in that midfield. So put him next to Pedri, and that's one of the best midfielders on the planet. Without him, we're relying on players who break down regularly. And the system that leaves us open. We need this man. That's why I'm so desperate for it to happen. That's why watching these bids get thrown back in our face hurts so much. So look, the deal isn't dead. The player wants us, there's still a chance. But Barça have got to sort this out and really fast. Find the right number. Stop the silly bids. Make a decision because we cannot afford to miss out on a player of this quality when he wants to come and play for us. So tell me down below, guys, what would you do? Would you pay 80 million or plus? Or would you wait and try to get him for free next year or risk losing him? Are you frustrated with Deco as I am right now? Let me know down in the comments. That's it for me today. Until next time, guys. Visca el Barça.